Hello Teesside, this is Promoting Local. I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. Tonight we have a very special show. I'm very, very excited. We have Parissa Zarifi, fresh from her gig on Thursday night at the Arc, which I was lucky enough to be at. And I have two great young musicians, a guy called Nick Cross. This is, I'm looking at him. He's so youthful. It's making me feel like a real granddad. And his partner in crime, Matthew. Alongside myself, I have my own partner in crime. This man can shred. Legendary, puts the G into guitar. It's my right hand man, the one and only Jake Diaz. Jake, how are you?
I'm good, mate. As always, I am very much stirred to the point of recognition by your introduction.
Brilliant. Right, so anyway, we're going to start off with a song by a band called Salt. It's called Let Me Go. After the break, we will come back and we will introduce you to the musicians inside. And we've also got a special guest towards the end of the show. That is Simon Rylander, local celebrity under journalism track for local bands. Anyway, this is Salt and Let Me Go. I hope that you enjoy it.
You can take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. Tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, baby.
That was the mighty Salt, Let Me Go. The levels are about to go up and up now as we introduce our next two guests. I just mentioned them in the preamble, but first of all, I'd like to say hello to Nick. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing pretty well, thanks. Yeah.
And yourself, Matthew, the man on the side with the guitar.
Yeah, doing great, feeling great, happy to be here.
Brilliant. I understand that you guys had, was it your first gig or second gig just a week on Wednesday?
Yeah, it was our first original gig that we ever done, so it went all right, to be fair. So yeah,
and just so the listeners know, when I met you, you were 16. Is that still the case?
When you met me, I was 15. I'm 16 in 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay, I'll try to put years on him. That's how good the young guy is. So, listen, I understand you have a couple of tracks for us, fresh off the press, and in keeping with our themes of having a new track played every week by a local artist we believe is up and coming and deserves the audience. You've got a couple for us. What's the first one you're going to play, lads?
The first one we're going to do is my one. It's called Fly Away.
Fly Away.
Yeah. And the second one we're going to do is called This Is What It Is What It Is.
Okay, well listen, if I could, any chance we could hear Fly Away?
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Whenever you're ready, guys.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna get away from this sacred place. I wanna put my hands up and not be fought against. When I think about what's been going on, I realize that there must be more. So let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay. Let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay. I wanna pat my back, 'cause when you talk to me, this place just sounds like where I wanna be. And I know it's sad that I have to leave. I know that way deep down this is just what I need. So let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay. Let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay. So let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay. Let's fly away, take a leap of faith. When we figure it out, it's gonna be okay.
Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. We loved that. And again, first time on the radio?
That's right. Yeah.
And how did it feel?
To be fair, it felt alright because there's no one sitting here watching us, so it's either normal.
I'm going to bring in the musical part of the dynamic duo that is the promoting local team. But here he is, the man, the legend. They call him the Norton Slasher. I don't know, that doesn't sound too musical, does it? What do they call it when you're doing the guitar stuff? Anyway, Jake, tell them about the music. What did you think of Nick and Matthew there?
So, I've had the privilege of seeing these guys before on what was their debut gig as playing acoustic originals. What I was going to ask you guys, is there any plans in the near future to extrapolate to a full band, anything like that?
It's always something we've been keen to look for. You know, we've been in and out of touch with certain bassists, drummers, but nothing's ever come of it. We are looking, obviously, but you know, so if there's anyone out there, hit us up, obviously. You know,
from guitarist to guitarist, it's always a bit of a shame when you're both very skilled guitarists, when one has to sort of not take the plunge. Big respect to all bassists out there, but it feels like it at the time when one goes on the bass and one stays on guitar. I would definitely recommend utilising both of your skills on the guitar, unless one of you happens to be a very talented bassist. Any chance?
I don't think either of us have had a go on the bass yet.
Yeah,
but,
never
stick to guitar, boys.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can talk about Wednesday being at any volume. My band were closing the show, we're headlining Into the Blue. Did you guys enjoy the rest of the night?
I did. I thought obviously all the other bands on were brilliant. It's just always nice to see original songs.
Big shout out to Lee and Adam over there. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So exciting things for the future. What's the next tune you're going to play for us?
So the next one is one that I wrote. It's called "It Is What It Is," and it's a bit of a song about breakup and getting over it and all that good stuff.
The capos are coming out.
Oh yeah.
Too right. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got a new pair of shoes on your feet. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go when you're looking to find a reason to stay, a reason to carry on, a reason to stand here singing this song. Then one day someone came along and things didn't seem so bad. They came into your life and you didn't feel so bad. Now they're gone and you're wondering how you're gonna go on. But I guess that it just is what it is. So you go for a walk, you go for a hike, you go for a run or you ride your bike, thinking about how things could have been, walking around like you're in a daydream. Then you realize what you were looking for after they left out through the back door. The truth was right there in front of your eyes. It was never your end, never your demise. When one day someone came along and things didn't seem so bad. They came into your life and you didn't feel so sad. Now they're gone and you're wondering how you're gonna go on. But I guess that it just is what it is. Someone came along and things didn't seem so bad. You came into your life and you didn't feel so sad. Now they're gone and you're wondering how you're gonna go on. But I guess that it just is what it is.
That was great, lads. Really good. Really enjoyed that. So, Just before we go to the next track, just what kind of influences do you have? You're about kind of 3 generations below this old wisdom presenter. So, like, what are you listening to? What got you to really get into writing and take hold of a guitar?
Well, I'll say it for myself. I definitely got brought up on classic rock, you know, Jimi Hendrix, AC/DC kind of stuff. But then once I sort of got my own opinions, I've moved towards the indie one. So Oasis, the Stone Roses, all of that good stuff, you know.
Yeah, for me, it was the Beatles, to be fair, that got me into the guitar when I was dead young, 6 or 7. And they were my first favourite band. And then it was more sort of indie stuff, as Matthew says as well. So like Oasis, Ocean Colour Scene, The Coral, even bands like the Rolling Stones, to be fair. But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play one now from Finn Forster, On My Mind, but if we have time, I'm going to try and play a bit of Hendrix and a bit of the Beatles as well, just to satisfy you guys. But listen, thank you so much for that. That was fantastic. Nick and Matthew.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. I was 17 years old on a bench in Turnham Green, trying to find the words to call you up and tell you things you won't believe. We were laughing just this morning, all there's tears in my eyes. Not an easy path to take, but it still took me by surprise. I know this feeling well, like a sinking in my heart. How you reassured my mind and brought me right back to the start. We were smiling just this morning, now I find it hard to breathe. I don't wanna take this train back home, cause I never wanna leave. And now, will you come by? This city builds me up and gives me everything I live. Oh, tonight, can we pretend it's fine? I don't wanna lie awake with only you here on my mind, with only you here on my mind. She was there and now it's gone, and it was something hard to find. I was looking at the days ahead, and then you went and changed your mind. We were smiling just this morning, now I find it hard to breathe. I don't wanna take this train back home, cause I never wanna leave. And now, will you come by? The city builds me up and gives me everything I live. Oh, tonight, can we pretend it's fine? I don't wanna lie awake with only you here on my mind, with only you here on my mind. With only you here on my mind. Now, will you come back? This city builds me up and gives me everything I live. Oh, tonight, can we pretend it's fine? I don't wanna lie awake with only you here on my mind, with only you here on my mind. With only you here on my mind.
So that there was Finn Forster, who I believe is a local guy from Nunthorpe. We had him on this station just a couple of weeks back. He did a showcase. Very, very talented guy. But from one talented Teessider to another, we are about to introduce a young lady from Middlesbrough, born and bred. And I saw her last week at the Arc and really enjoyed myself. Mary Elizabeth Webb was also down there supporting. Just big shout out to Mary, friend of the show. You heard her last week. This is the very talented Parissa Zarifi. Parissa, how are you doing?
Well, thank you. My first radio experience. Very exciting.
I know.
And I specialise in exclusives, don't we?
Yeah. And I'm just hoping that the engineering gets slightly better. We'll just blame it on the desk. But again, you know, whatever happens as we find our feet in this show, the music will always be good. So I just want to again thank Nick Cross and Matt for coming in and playing their songs. Absolutely fantastic. Parissa, could you tell us a little bit about the album that's coming out and what you were playing at the Arc last week, and just a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my album's out now. It was released on Thursday, and as you said, I did a launch show at Arc Stockton, and I played it in its entirety. So it's 10 tracks, and it's songs that I've written from about 2016 to sort of a couple of years ago. So I'm a sort of writer that can only write when there's something to say. So, you know, I might go for a while without writing a song, but when I do, it's got everything in it, you know. Yeah.
Well, Jake told me about you first. I'd heard about you on the grapevine, but Jake was like, this girl's amazing on guitar, but you should see her on violin. Tonight, we're not going to have violin live, but I'm going to play the main track off the album later on, so everyone gets to hear what you can do on the violin. Jake, you've known Parissa a while.
Yeah, it must have been, 2016, 17, something like that. We worked together on a local EP, which I don't even think was released, but I think we got to... and we played at Empire as well, do you remember?
We did, yeah, and I was playing violin then, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great night. Yeah. A lot of very well-oiled university lecturers having a lot of fun, if I recall. Won't name any names, guys. But yeah, Parissa was awesome that night, and shout out to everybody else who was involved, Laura Kelbreck, Risan Rahan, Alex. I don't know Alex's surname, but he's very good. He kept us all in check, and he did the rhythm. And Dale Husband as well, if I recall, was playing bass that night.
We were a bit of a super group.
Yeah, I think we were. What were we called? The Rambling somethings. I can't actually remember. I think it might have been the Rambling Troubadours off the top of my head.
That was it, yeah. A bit of a mouthful.
Nice. Well, in the Troubadour spirit, what have you got for us tonight?
So I am going to play my latest single, which is called The Stars Align, and that's off the album. So I hope you enjoy it.
Well, I heard this the other night, and I did really enjoy it. So,
that's a relief.
Yeah, it's fine. It's quality checked. It's all good.
Parissa does have a fantastic laugh for anybody listening.
Yeah, we're going to get that out of you a couple
You'll
of times.
You'll get that cackle, guys. Just stay tuned.
Well, now, there we go. Post cackle.
That wasn't even delivery.
Listen, well, I will hand you over to the wonderful Parissa Zarifi.
I see the future.
the stars align. Once every 100,000 years, I've got time.
Wow, well, the stars aligned tonight. That was absolutely brilliant. Parissa Zarifi there with Stars Align. So, Parissa, we got you for the first time on radio. I'm astounded. How did you find it?
It was cool. It's lovely.
Good.
Really nice.
I just wanted to jump a little bit into the stuff you do at the Ark. You know, obviously when we're bringing on acts and talking about them, it's all really with the end game of bringing, you know, just giving more opportunities to local artists to play in the local area. Do you feel that the act, you know, your gig last week is a good footprint for that, especially you being so kind of, how can I say, entrenched in the Ark and everything that happens there?
Yeah, definitely. I think hopefully it's going to be sort of the start of more sort of celebrations of the local scene. I mean, we do always have Stockton Calling and Gathering Sounds, which are great platforms for local artists, but you know, often there are acts from elsewhere in the country, but what we'd like to try to develop at Ark as well is to kind of champion the local scene and maybe have some support slots by local artists for some of the bigger acts that we get coming as well. So that's something that we're keen to kind of develop, so hopefully we can do that. And I think shows like this are great for us to kind of find that talent as well, because there's so much out there. It's just finding people and getting them on that platform. So
Jake, what do you think? What's your view on this, sir?
Yeah, I've got to be honest. Shout out to almost every musician that I've been in touch with regard to this show. You know, it's a running joke amongst my mates that I know everybody, and it really does feel like this when I've been trying to book guests. Yeah, you know, everybody we've had so far has been great, and obviously this week, once again, blessed with talent. I don't think me or Nicky could argue at all with that. And I think from our perspective as well, it feels reciprocal at the moment. I hope you guys are getting something out of it, and I know for a fact we're getting something out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was Stars Align. Parissa, could we be kind of cheeky and squeeze another tune out of you? Being your first radio play and that, we need to get more than one track.
Of course.
What have you got for us?
Yeah, so I'd like to do Free of You, which was the first release from the album. And this one was in collaboration with Rob Harvey, who's an amazing electric guitarist who you saw the other night.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
So it's a song that I actually wrote on piano originally, which I don't ever play piano live, and I wouldn't say I was a pianist, but that's where it started. So yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Is there any instruments you don't play? I'm hearing guitar, piano, violin.
I don't play bagpipes yet, but who knows for the second album.
Well, when you do, Promoting Locals, ready to hear the debut. Anyway, without any more of my chatter, Parissa, if you could let us have your second track.
Look at you now, with a smile on your face. You know that behind those eyes, your mind is erased with thoughts and triggers from every point of view. Nothing left in you now but to smile and get through. It's funny how time goes by. You can see it, you're too blind.
That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you for that, Parissa. We're going to let you have a little moment and regather your breath and your thoughts and whatnot. We're going to hear a track by an outfit called Vitamin C. This is Cat. That was Vitamin C by Can, and we've got a bit of a treat now because Nick Cross and Matthew are back. They have one more in the locker, and we're all about bowing to the will of the musical talent of Teesside. So, lads, what's the next track you have for us?
This next it was the first one I wrote. I think I was 13 when I wrote this one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Another Day, and I wrote it about just another day, you know what I mean? So
It
very,
says
very
exactly
creative in the title, you know.
Says exactly what it is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's actually the first song of yours that you taught me.
That's right, yeah. So first one we did together, so there's no excuse if we get it wrong because we've had enough time to practice. But, you know.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, lads, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Right. Wasted on what you say it every day for a change. I heard you say before, we're getting really bored with you. Another day
same old faces. Another day. Another day. Same old places. Another day. You never make a sound. You're gonna let him down again. This was the final day. Didn't even say a thing. Another day, same old faces. Another day. Another day, same old places. Another day. Same old faces. Same people talking to me. Same old places where you have to be. The line goes off, you get out of bed, about as bad as it can get today. Get showered, get dressed, you need a bit more rest. Then you get another day, same old faces. Another day, another day, same old places. Another day, another day, same old faces. Another day, another day, same old places. Another day.
Really good, fantastic. So, lads, well, yeah, what can I say? Thank you so much for being on the show. I hope the experience will help you going forward, and we'll definitely have you back on. Have you had a good time? Have you enjoyed performing for us?
I've really enjoyed it, yeah. So thanks for having us as well.
No problem. So we're going to bring on a gentleman called Simon Rylander. He is a bit of a journalist known in the scene, done some work with Point Blank, and has recently run his own gig, Funk Against Fascism, I think it was called, and he will come and explain a little bit more about that. Before that, we're going to put on a local artist called Parissa Zarifi. You actually just heard of, and we're gonna play. I know. Well, it only seems fair. There was three tracks by Nick and Matt, and I just loved the way you played the violin the other night. And this is actually the title track from the album. Please go out and buy it and support it. This is "Sing for My Soul," Parissa Zarifi.
Young and carefree, living life to extremes, riding waves of passion while we're breaking up the seams. No one to tell us no, I'm carving out a path of my own. Each day I wake to find my shadow growing growing old as I sing for my soul. Every piece of me it roams free as I pray for all those that find themselves alone. For my heart skips a beat to let my soul speak as I sing for my soul to be free. Mother starts to pray, she's lost her way, digging up the bones of a forgotten day, living for a dream and not for what is real, hoping for a change brought down by the rain as I sing for my soul. Every piece of me it roams free as I pray for all those that find themselves alone. For my heart skips a beat to let my soul speak as I sing for my soul to be free as I sing for my soul. As I sing for my soul, every piece of me it roams free as I pray for all those that find themselves alone. For my heart skips a beat to let my soul speak as I sing for my soul to be free as I sing for my soul to be free.
That was the title track from Parissa Zarifi's album, and I'm very glad to have had you on the show. Thank you so much for that, Parissa, and you got a little taste of the violin there. Sounds absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm very pleased to have the next guest on. I understand that you have recently hosted a very, very important event, but I'll let you talk about who you are, what you do, and introduce yourself. This is Simon Rylander.
Thank you very much, Nicky and Jake. Very pleased to be here. Thank you for having me on. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely knackered. I don't know about you, but like I've had a long week. I'm still recovering from a long week of gigs. Consecutive days and nights of gigs, starting at Parissa's gig at the Arc on Thursday, of course, as you were there. And then Friday, it was the Battle of Stockton campaign's their gig, the Folk Against Fascism gig, when they asked me to host that, to compare that, which I was very honoured to do. And then Saturday all day running around Darlow, doing the Last Train Home Festival. So it's nice to sit down.
Well, listen, I'm glad we've got you sat down here. Tell us a bit more about the Folk Against Fascism. Obviously, with everything that's going on, we don't like to politicise the show, but it's a thing. How was that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been going on for a while now. So it's from the Battle of Stockton campaign, which is a group that commemorate the Battle of Stockton on September the 10th, 1933, anniversary tomorrow. And every year they like to do a gig on or around the anniversary. And obviously no one wants to come out on a Tuesday night. So we did it on Friday. And it's about courage and solidarity and reminding everybody through music and poetry that we are all the same and we can all stand up against fascism in all its forms and discrimination and what have you. And what a great gig. 8 different artists and poets and musicians and just all sorts. I couldn't get a word in edgeways, to be honest. There was loads of great acts. We had a mother and daughter act teaming up. The mother's a poet, Tabitha McGowan, and the daughter, Ella Joy Hunt, and it's a brilliant singer, award-winning singer. And right around, we had Joe Solo, Dan Donnelly from The Levellers, all sorts of people on it. It was absolutely fantastic. In the green room in Stockton, it was
fantastic. And hosting's not all you do. You have quite a heavy involvement in the scene going back quite some time. You've done some journalism and bits and bobs I've been hearing about.
Gigs back not long after I first moved up here in 2000, but probably at 2003, I think. I was working at Riverside, actually. Funnily enough, working in hospitality. I used to wait outside the main gates for all my corporate guests and wags and former footballers and what have you, and get them signed in and what have you. And the Middlesbrough Football Club had this idea. They were like, well, let's get local musicians playing before the game, entertaining people. So I was treated to that every Saturday. And the promoters at the time, Angie and John Taylor, they met them and they said, oh, you should come along to our gig nights and stuff. I was like, yeah, absolutely. That was it. Hooked straight away.
And what happened to the gigs? Do they still don't do it anymore?
No, they don't do it anymore. So that football race, as things happen, life happens, doesn't it? Stuff happens. So, but it opened my eyes to the whole world. There's a massive world just here on Teesside of promoters just like them. And gigs and venues and all sorts. So I started really getting into that. I started writing about on Facebook about how good they were, and I love the English language.
Yes,
love it. So it's a passion of mine as well. So I started describing where I'd been and what I'd seen in quite flowery language and stuff. And then a couple of online publications asked me to write for them, so I did. Did that for quite a long time. And last few years I've done freelance, so I write for whoever will have me. Really, I'm a bit of a anybody's kind of guy for that. So point blank.
Don't talk yourself down. You're a high level journalist, and we're very pleased to have you on the show, Simon. So, and what do you think about what you've heard tonight?
I'll tell you what, this room is more rammed than the Riverside in terms of talent, isn't it? I mean, what we've got? Let's count. We've got like 4 incredible musicians in here.
Yeah.
And then there's me and you, Street.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the one of us can talk well into the mic, and one of us just turns up every week and has a go. So.
Well, we've been treated, haven't we? Hang on. Me and you are soft Southerners, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'll be the translator for you. Up here, apparently, they don't say we've been treated. We've been tret.
We've been tret. Oh, yeah.
Tret.
My missus is Teesside. Yeah, 10 years of a Teesside. I know about being tret.
There you go. You're well trained now.
I know. I've been tret very well by my missus Cat. She's treated me very, very
good
well.
on you, Cat. Well done.
Yeah. Well done. Is there anything upcoming you can think of that we need to know about?
Yeah, in terms of people, I mean, this is going to suit both people who have never been to a gig before and who have been to millions of gigs before. We have got coming up one of the best one-day festivals of the year, the Gathering Sounds Festival.
Ah, yes.
That is on Saturday the 28th. What's that, 2 weeks today, is it? Something like that. And that is in Stockton. It's across multiple venues and starts about, to be honest, I get there about midday.
Is that's Jimmy Beck's festival?
Kind of, yeah. Well, it's across loads of different venues and loads of different stages. So different, people will have, different organisations will have a different stage. So there's probably going to be a NARC stage after NARC magazine.
Yes, great little publication.
All that kind of thing. Noisy Daughter stage where some fantastic women, like we've heard tonight as well, they put on, there's loads of great female artists that they put on, so loads of different stages with a different theme and putting on top local acts, but also I think probably looking at this year's probably about 60-70%. I don't know if you've seen the lineup, Jake. Probably about 60-70% from out of town, which is great because even for those music fans among us, they can go and see who they love. They can fit that in, but they can also fit in a brand new band that they're going to fall in love with.
I don't want to get into an online spat. If it's for me, it'd be 80-90% local talent. But what can I say? We're called promoting local. But
Sorry, Simon. All sounds great. I've only got one point of contention. Sometimes people do like to go out on a Tuesday night, and I do host an open mic night at Rafferty's every Tuesday, so please do get yourselves out to that.
Nice plug there. You heard it there. Rafferty's, Tuesday nights, Jake.
Well, listen, Simon, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to have one more track by a local artist called Jody Nicholson. And then after that, we will give you some more dates for Parissa. I understand you have some stuff coming up. And for Nick and Matt. And sorry, before Simon has one more thing for us.
Well, I just wondered if you wanted me, because I've got a bit of an exclusive goss.
Okay.
Bit of exclusive news.
As long as it doesn't get us sued, yeah.
Well,
we're all about first.
I hope not. I hope not. I've literally just found this out today, and I don't know if you want me to tell you it now, or shall we wait till after the track? I don't know.
Yeah,
should we tease people?
We're now going to play Another Frequency by Jody Nicholson. I'm going to find out what this bombshell is before we broadcast it. And enjoy this. We'll come back, as I say. We'll have a bit of information on Parissa, whatever the bombshell is from Simon. Matthew and Nick will give us some details of upcoming stuff. But right now, it's Another Frequency by Jody Nicholson.
Pulling off your drive, sitting in reverse, trying to decide if staying or going's worse. Did you have to wait so long to notice our mistake, to know we got it wrong? You only say it when you have to. You only say it 'cause I do. And we sit in the car with the radio on, and you change it to a different song. Another frequency. You're on another frequency. You're on another frequency. You're on another frequency. When I close my eyes, I can almost see just a shadow of you staring back at me. And now the music's blue, playing on repeat. And yet I know the words, I now know what she means. You only say it when you have to. You only say it 'cause I do. And we sit in the car with the full beam on. How'd the radio get so high? You only say it when you have to. You only say it 'cause I do. I don't know why it's taken so long, dancing to a different song. You're on another frequency. You're on another frequency. You're on another frequency. You're on another frequency. And we dance and we dance and we dance and we dance and we're dancing to a different song. And we dance and we dance and we dance and we dance and we're dancing to a different song.
That was Jody Nicholson, Another Frequency. I had to bring it out a little early as we're heading into the news. But before we do, Nick and Matt, could you just let us know if you've got any upcoming gigs?
Yeah, so the next time you can see us is the 2nd of October at the North East Volume Bar, doing another original gig.
Yeah, it should be, I don't know how long we'll be doing, probably about, would you say like 30, 40 minutes or
it'll be another 30-minute set.
Another 30-minute set, yeah. So get yourselves down and hopefully we do a good show for you.
Brilliant. Thank you for coming on tonight. Parissa, do you have anything for us?
I do. So on the 12th of October, which is also Twisterella Day, I'm playing at HMV in Middlesbrough at 2 p.m. So I'm doing an in-store.
Brilliant.
And Rob's going to be featuring on that. And then I've got another gig on the 9th of November at Regency Records in Stockton. That's supporting MG Boulter. And then I'm
Big up to Regency.
Yeah, big ups to them. They're selling my CDs. Get your copy from them. And then I'm supporting Dilettante on the 30th of November at Teesside Uni SU, and she is fantastic. And she's a multi-instrumentalist, and she does loads of interesting stuff with loops as well. So I think that's going to be an awesome night. So come and see me.
Fantastic. Jake, before we go, anything to say?
Big up Teesside.
I just want to extend my thanks to the three Teesside musicians. That's Nick Cross, that's Matt, and Parissa Zarifi. The Southerner who's come in and supported me with what's happening on the ground. Actually, you had a quick. What was this bombshell? Very quickly before we go.
Well, yeah, I can exclusively reveal here on Promoting Local on the Red Radio. That's something news we've been looking forward to for a long time. Dale Husband is releasing new music. You heard it here first. He's got new music coming out this December, just a couple more months to wait. Dale Husband, new music. It's a great time to be alive, Nicky.
Fantastic. Listen, and on that note, I think we shall end it right there. This has been Promoting Local with Nicky T and Jake Diaz. Signing off till next week.
This is the